Good evening, I'm Kofi Mensah and this is chale.news. Tonight, storms are battering nearly the whole country and a bridge is already down. Parliament erupted over a former finance minister reportedly building a life in America. 8 in 10 of our children under 5 are living in poverty. And yes, the Black Stars kick off tonight. A lot to get through. Start here. GMet has expanded its storm warning. It now covers northern Ghana as well as the coast. Nearly the entire country is under alert. A bridge has already collapsed in the eastern region. If you don't need to be outside, stay in. Avoid drains. Avoid waterways. This flooding crisis is not letting up. Accountability fever hit Parliament today. Majority Leader Mahama accused former Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta of quietly obtaining US permanent residency, instead of coming home to answer for Ghana's economic collapse. Minority Leader Afenyo pushed back, calling it an unfair attack. The argument over who answers for what and where is very much alive. South Africa. An anti-immigration activist filmed himself confronting a Congolese man in the street, telling him to leave before June 30th or face consequences. Thousands of African migrants, including Ghanaians, are already sleeping in open fields in Durban. 13 days to that deadline. Full breakdown on chale.news. Good news on the internet front. MTN Ghana has slashed fibre broadband prices by up to 70% after government pressure. A 100 megabits per second unlimited monthly plan has dropped from 987 Ghanaian cedis to 299 Ghanaian cedis, effective immediately. Communications Minister Sam George announced it today. That's a real difference in people's pockets. The building collapses. A 13-member committee has been inaugurated to probe the root causes. The Interior Minister's framing is notable. These aren't just construction failures, they're systems failures. The committee was set up yesterday. Now we wait to see whether this inquiry has teeth. The Electoral Commission is demanding 9,250 Ghanaian cedis from a journalist who simply asked for political party audit records. There is no legal basis for that charge. Act 989 is clear. The Ghana Met Agency and Registrar of Companies are doing the same thing, state institutions openly flouting the right to information law. Let that sink in. Accra hosted a major reparations conference today, and Emmanuel Macron was invited to speak. France made Haiti pay an estimated $21 billion in today's money for the crime of ending slavery. France also abstained on Ghana's own UN slavery resolution. President Mahama called Macron exemplary. Civil society groups are not impressed. Today was the Day of the African Child. UNICEF chose it to release this. 8 in 10 Ghanaian children under 5 are living in poverty. The report doesn't blame circumstance. It blames inadequate public investment. On the day we're supposed to celebrate the African child, that number is a verdict. The NDC 2028 race has a frontrunner. Finance Minister Ato Forson leads at 32.5% in a new poll of nearly 9,000 voters. Asiedu Nketia and Haruna Idrisu are essentially tied behind him at around 21% each. President Mahama isn't even done with his first term, and the succession conversation has started. Iran's President Pezeshkian has backed the US-Iran nuclear framework, calling it a diplomatic victory. The deal signs in Switzerland this Friday. If it holds, global crude prices could ease, which matters directly for what you pay at the pump here. The Bank of Ghana has rebranded all 147 rural banks as community banks, under a new microfinance sector framework, announced on the 50th anniversary of rural banking in Ghana. All institutions must complete the transition by end of December. Full details on chale.news. President Mahama has secured free-to-air TV rights for all Black Stars World Cup matches. From Axim to Baku, no subscription, no decoder drama. Tonight's game against Panama kicks off at 11 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Every Ghanaian can watch. And Parliament, the same Parliament that was at each other's throats over Ken Ofori-Atta this morning, spent this afternoon dancing outside Parliament House in Black Stars jerseys. NDC, NPP, Ayariga, Afenyo, all of them. Ghana does unity when it counts. One more before we go. After his final WASSCE paper, a student didn't go celebrate with friends. He went straight to his late mother's grave, still in his school uniform. The video has moved thousands. Some things need no commentary. On a lighter note, LilWin says Kofi Kinaata borrowed the Fire Fire line from his song Pray for the Black Stars World Cup anthem without giving him credit. He says if the roles were reversed, fans would have dragged him. Matchday drama, both on and off the pitch. That's your evening, Chale. Stay safe out there, especially with those storms. Catch the full reporting at chale.news and enjoy the football tonight. Come on, Black Stars.